Hi, it's Dawn. Welcome back. We're doing reds. I am really excited about some of these reds relative. Oh, can't see it on the palette. Anyway, I'll show you in a second. Organic Vermillion, Cad Red, Medium Hue, Pyrrol Scarlet, Pyrrol Red, Carmine, and Alizarin Crimson. I like the deeper reds. I just do. And here is the palette. And these are obviously the warmer reds, and these are the cooler reds, but I am loving these deeper colors. So let's get swatching. And I heard today, it's funny how you talk about something, I call it Beetlejuicing something into existence. You talk about something and it will then kind of show up like yeah, you mention a person 3 times and suddenly that you haven't talked to in 3 years, and then or even longer, and they suddenly call you out of the blue. But I was talking about these hues the other day, and today I found out that a hue means it's not a single pigment, that it's a blend. And I knew that, but I didn't. I guess I just dug deeper in it, and I thought that was really fascinating because the light fastness apparently is what's affected the most. Single pigments are preferred. And I did check, and all 6 of these, with the exception of the hue, are single pigment. So that's always a good thing, I think. I've always heard anyway. Okay, loving this Vermillion. I'm not sure I would have said that this would be a color I would like right off the bat, but man, it's a highly saturated color. And I think my favorite colors are colors that have that range that I've talked about before, that they can be a really deep color down here at the highest concentration, and then they really wash out much lighter. Whether they granulate or don't granulate, I think if they give you a range, I think that's gives you a versatility. Because look at that already, how much range you've got from that original pigment, that full strength pigment. Now these are fresh out of the tube, which is always going to give you like your strongest concentration or reaction or whatever. Pigment's tinting strength, that's the word I guess I'm looking for. Well, I guess it doesn't take a lot to get full tint, because you're not activating it. Looks like this might granulate. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I am using 100% cotton paper. I'm not sure of the brand. I have so many papers. I may or may not collect paper, kind of as a thing. And if I take it out of the package, or I cut it up in advance like this 5x7 size, it's possible I forget which brand this is, but I know that it's in my 100% cotton pile. And there I go, throwing a brush. I know it's in my 100% cotton pile, so there's that. I don't know if it's granulating or if it's just the cold pressed paper is just pulling it down into the little knobbies, the little bumps and valleys. Whatever it is, it's pretty. No, it doesn't look granulating at all, actually. It just looks like the paper is giving it that impression. Hoping this looks really pretty. Oftentimes this is where a pigment will lose me, is up in this last little cell. Or gain me. More times lose than gain. Okay, I like that pretty well. Alright, let's move on to Cad Red Medium Hue. This is a little separated on my palette, but We're not gonna mess with it too much because I just need a little pigment, please. Oh, wow. That is like candy apple, fire engine, lipstick, pretty woman, lady in red. Red right there. Oh, I do like that. That is Christmas red. You can see how it's a little sticky from the gum arabic separation. Come on. Ugh. I have way too much pigment on my brush. It's all gloppy on there. Like, it's almost like marshmallow fluff or something. Gross. Alright. Let's see how we go here. Feels like a lot of pigment. Well, asking me to pick my favorite color, like asking me to pick my favorite child. It is not a good exercise. I'm going to end up with tears. For somebody. Probably me. Put off some of that. I may regret that choice in a second. Alright, that is very, very pigmented, people. That is not a... And that's coloring outside the lines. Yuck. I know, it's not about perfectionism, but I am working on muscle memory too. I like this color better than I would have thought. Better than the way it looks on the palette. You know, judging the book by the cover thing. I definitely did that when I looked at this pigment on the plate. This is a plate from Walmart, by the way. I find that some of the best palettes are not actually palettes. I think this was $3. Maybe it was $2. I don't remember. But it's very inexpensive. And if you go on any artist website, you know, artist supply website, and try to shop porcelain palettes, even some of the small ones are $15, $20, and yeah, they've got wells. Yep, it'll keep your pigment separated. In my last video, I was messing around with the yellows, and you can see I got New Gamboge and I think that's Indian yellow. They kind of started running together a little bit because I got too much water. I put them a little too close on the plate to each other, to be fair. Why is that blue there? Okay, but yeah, who works with pure pigments all the time anyway, other than this little exercise? And I don't know anybody that gets super purist about their pigments. Most artists are blending and mixing their... Wow, I am really having a lot of red pigment here. Let's see if we can lift some of this. Well, guess what? Staining strength is high. Yeah, we're just going to go with it. Alright. See how pale this red can get. Looks pretty good. Too much water again. I like it. I do like it. I do like it. Okay. Next, Pyrrol Scarlet. It's a new to me color. And I do not know what the meaning of the word Pyrrol is, and I should look it up, and I will. But I have several Pyrrols in my palette. I think I've got a Pyrrol Orange. We're going to do Scarlet and Red today. So it'll be interesting to see what that word means. I recently learned what quinacridone means. Well, I'm not sure I know the actual meaning, but I know that for layman's terms it means translucent. But, you know, it was Greek history or whatever. Couldn't tell you about that. Oh, just, it's not Greek. I'm just rambling. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a pretty nice red. It's a little warmer than Cad Red. It's that hue is very similar to the first one. Oh, look at you, Marcia. Marcia, Marcia. All right. Yeah, but we made such a big jump. Now where do we go from here? Oh, no. All of these reds are getting really pale at the top, and yet not so watery that you forget what color they are. Okay, Pyrrol Scarlet. Done and done. Let's move on to Pyrrol Red, who's also separated a little bit on the palette. All of these have, actually, with the exception of Vermillion. All of these, the gum arabic is kind of swimming around. Separated from the pigment. Oh, wow. That's right up there with that Cad Red in intensity. That candy apple, fire engine red for sure. So one of the things I mentioned in one of my previous videos is that Potter's Pink is supposed to be one of those things you can mix with red to get a granulating red and without losing pigment strength. So I'm going to be curious to play around with that, although I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to swatch that exactly. I will, though. Wow, too much pigment. Wow, wow, wow. Pyrrol, you are not kidding around, are you? Nope, not kidding around. mercy sakes. That's a strong pigment. Yep, very strong. Okay, Pyrrol Red, I like you. It's also new to me. Okay, Carmine. I'm a little familiar with you, but it's been a minute. Let's get reacquainted. All right. A little gloppy, as you can probably see. A little sticky. A little marshmallow fluffy. Could have to do with the age of the paint too. Some of these tubes are a bit older. I've had some of these tubes for 10, 15, maybe even 20 years, some of them. Because who can afford to like go buy all the paints all at once? Nobody. You gotta start somewhere, and so some of your tubes are get up there, get a little long in the tooth. But they're still good. You just gotta remix them with your binder. You know, I remember loving that color. I'm not loving that color as much. You know, I wonder if paint colors change the way your taste buds change. You know how they say your taste buds change every 7 years? So to try things, like I used to hate tomatoes, for instance. And then I tolerated tomatoes, and now I love them. I wonder if your color preferences change. Well, no, I like it that strength. Okay, maybe that was all. Maybe just at full strength. I'm not a big fan. Because I like this at, we'll call 3/4 strength. Or half strength. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Let's charge that a little bit more though. Just because it feels a little inconsistent across that little swatchy stripe. Now let's go up a rung. Tell you what, when I can't figure out anything else to do in my studio, or I've reached a mental block on something I'm working on, I stop and play with paint. May not be actually progressing towards a goal, per se. Ooh, I'm not sure I like this color. This tense strength. I'm not sure I like this at all. This feels a little too opera pink. Older sister. Too fuchsia. I'm not a bright pink person at all. I lived through the 80s. I lived through the neon. I can't say that I liked it. Nope. Nope, I am not a fan of this color at all, at this level at all. Nope. Some of you are going to be going, that is my color. And to that I say, kudos. Because you know what? We need all the colors in the rainbow to make everybody happy. No judgment, but it is not for me. It is too electric for my taste. I mean, it has its place, and it's not to say I wouldn't use it, but it's just not going to be what I gravitate towards. Like I'm starting a class in a couple days, and tomorrow actually, and one of the challenges or one of the prompts to get ready for the class is to pick 2 colors, and not just any 2 colors, 2 primary colors. So red and blue, or blue and green, or green and no, try again. Red and blue, red and yellow, or blue and yellow. And I'm thinking, well, how am I supposed to pick that? Because I love, yeah. So I've been back and forth trying to figure out what 2 colors to pick. And I guess I'm going to go with blue and yellow. But I will tell you, the one combination, I'm torn between red and yellow and blue and yellow. And my brain is just already done for the day, apparently. Okay, this is Alizarin Crimson, and I'm really liking this color. I remember liking this color, but I don't remember ever using this color. Or maybe I had this tube and it was colored in another brand. Because this, I think, was a brand new tube when I opened it just now. But no, I like this color. I'm not even sure. And look how gloppy it is. Yuck. Where's Quentin Tarantino when you need him? If you know, you know. All right, let's see. I swear that man owns stock in Blood Prop Company. Uh-oh, here we go. I'm afraid I'm going to have the same thing as with Carmine. I'm going to like it in its deeper colors. I am not going to love it when I swatch it out. I suspect that is way too much watered on. What were you thinking? I don't know. All right, let's try to get a little more pigment on here and get this a better tint strength. A lot of water. A lot of water. It's a place out of Disney. It's called Typhoon Lagoon. In Blizzard Beach, actually. It's where this place is. And one of the restaurants, counter service, it's called Lotta Wada. Why did I think of that? I don't know. We used to have annual passes out there when my kids were little, and we would spend many a happy Saturday going around the lazy river or going down the flume rides and packing a picnic lunch and enjoying the outdoors in a way that kept you cool, because in Florida, man, in the summer, in July, it's just brutal. And it is hard to keep cool. It's hard to be comfortable outside without being in the water. And I'm part polar bear anyway, so it suits me fine. This is just feeling like the same dang strength. And that's been my complaint this whole session. And the complaint is with me, not the paint. Paint didn't do it. I'm doing it. Or not doing it, as the case may be. Ooh, sloppy girl. Alright, can I charge this a little bit more? Wow, look at that. It's like honey. Sticky. Alright. Let's see if that gives us a little more variation in our colors. Hopefully. I'm going to offload a little pigment there just because I know I'm about to go there. And then not picking up any more pigment, just get water. Okay. Just water. I do like this better than Carmine though at this last level. Of course, this is a little strong still, but we're gonna live with it. Oh, we're getting sloppy, 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 messy, messy, messy. Well, I didn't do my best on that last one, but there it is. It is done. It is Red City. It is orangey red into the deeper reds, and wow, that Carmine really, let's see if I can get a little bit more off of this and get it a little more, I'm sorry, a little less saturated and a little closer to its cousins, if you will, on this wheel, so it's a little more like for like. Maybe this one too. This one's a little deep. Really shouldn't fiddle with this too much because that's when you start making messes. No, I do like that better though. I think pulling that up a little bit helped. So there we go. Reds. Very, very pretty. Very, very intense colors. Alizarin Crimson. Carmine in reverse order. Pyrrol Red. Scooch. Pyrrol Scarlet. Cadmium Red Medium Hue. And Organic Vermillion. Fun as always. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.